You check your phone before your feet hit the floor, before you've even opened your eyes all the way, your thumb is already moving. You tell yourself you're just checking the time. But the real answer is far stranger. Your brain has not been thinking, not really, not for years. Thinking feels automatic. It feels like something that just happens, the same way breathing happens. But thinking is actually a skill, and like any skill, it can atrophy. Right now, across the world, billions of brains are quietly losing the ability to sit with a single unresolved thought for more than a few seconds. Not because people got dumber, because the environment stopped requiring them to think at all. Here's what your brain actually does when it's given a hard question. It searches, it holds the discomfort of not knowing. It generates possibilities, discards most of them, and slowly narrows toward an answer. Neuroscientists call this effortful cognition, and it burns real glucose. Your brain evolved to avoid burning energy unless it absolutely has to. So it built a shortcut system instead, a set of fast, cheap, automatic responses that feel like thinking but aren't. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman spent decades studying this exact split. He called the fast, automatic mode System 1 and the slow, effortful mode System 2. System 1 is the one that recognizes a face instantly. System 2 is the one that solves a math problem step by step. For most of human history, life forced you into System 2 constantly. You had to track seasons, ration food, read danger in a rustling bush, plan 3 moves ahead just to survive winter. There was no shortcut. You had to think or you didn't eat. Now ask yourself something. When was the last time you sat with a question you couldn't immediately answer? Not a question you Googled, a question you actually sat with. Somewhere in the last 2 decades, the environment flipped. Every uncertainty now has an instant answer sitting in your pocket. Don't know a word? Don't wonder? Look it up. Don't know a fact? Don't guess? Search it. Don't know how you feel? Don't sit with it. Scroll until something else takes over. Each of these moments used to be a small rep for your brain's thinking muscle. Now they're outsourced before the discomfort even has time to register. Cognitive scientist Cyan Baylock has shown that the brain treats mental effort almost like physical effort. It resists it, avoids it, looks for the cheapest path around it. That's not weakness. That's efficiency. But efficiency has a cost. A 2021 study led by researcher Adrian Ward found that even having a phone nearby, turned off, screened down, measurably reduced people's available cognitive capacity, not using it. Just knowing it was there was enough to quietly drain the resource thinking requires. Here's the part that should genuinely unsettle you. Social media didn't just give your brain a shortcut around effortful thinking. It replaced the reward that effortful thinking used to give you. Solving a hard problem used to release a hit of dopamine you earned through struggle. Now dopamine arrives every few seconds, for free, with zero cognitive cost. Your brain, always efficient, always lazy in the evolutionary sense, learns fast. Why struggle for a reward when a reward is always one scroll away? This is where the twist gets uncomfortable. You are not choosing to think less. Your brain is doing exactly what it evolved to do, take the path of least resistance. The problem is that the modern world built an infinite hallway of least resistance, and your ancestors' brain, the one wired for scarcity and struggle, was never built to survive infinite ease. Anthropologists studying pre-industrial societies have documented something striking. Communities without constant external stimulation show longer sustained attention spans and higher tolerance for boredom, not because they're smarter, but because their brains were never trained to expect instant relief. Boredom, to them, wasn't a problem to escape. It was simply the space before a thought arrived. That space is disappearing. Researcher Gloria Mark, who has spent over a decade studying attention in the digital age, found that the average attention span on a single screen task dropped from around 2.5 minutes in 2004 to under 47 seconds today. That's not a small decline. That's most of your ability to sit with a single unresolved thought gone in 20 years. So what does thinking even look like now for most people, most of the time? It looks like reacting. Fast, automatic, system one responses to an endless stream of stimuli, dressed up as opinions, dressed up as choices, dressed up as decisions. But underneath, very little effortful cognition is actually happening. You are not forming beliefs through struggle anymore. You are absorbing them through exposure. Here's the mirror moment. Think about the last opinion you had about anything, a news story, a person, a product. Did you build that opinion piece by piece, weighing evidence? Or did it arrive fully formed, already agreeing with something you'd already half decided, confirmed instantly by the next thing you scrolled past? This isn't a call to throw away your phone. That's too simple, and it misses the actual mechanism. The mechanism is that thinking is a muscle, and muscles need resistance to stay strong. Every time you let a question sit unanswered for even 60 seconds before reaching for a screen, you are doing a rep. Every time you let yourself be bored without immediately escaping it, you are doing a rep. Small, invisible, and cumulative. Your ancestors didn't think more because they were better people. They thought more because their world gave them no other option. Struggle wasn't a flaw in their environment. It was the whole training system. You inherited a brain built for that system, and then you built a world that removed the training entirely. So tonight, when your thumb moves toward your phone before your feet even hit the floor, notice it. That's not curiosity. That's a shortcut your brain built because you let it. The real answer isn't that nobody is thinking. It's that everybody still can. They've just forgotten what it costs and forgotten that the cost was always the point.